Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. It's the Greenwood and Mulner. No, it's not the Greenwood and Mulner show. It's the Morecambe preview show. Me and Sam will be talking about all things Morecambe versus Newcastle in the EFL Cup. So, yes, it is Newcastle's trip to the Globe Arena on Wednesday evening. I'm here with Sam. Sam, Newcastle go to this game with a defeat against Brighton. Steve Bruce is bound to make changes, isn't he?
It wasn't a defeat to Brighton, was it? It was an absolute hammering. It was an embarrassment against Brighton. There will be changes. There's no two ways about it. You'll probably see a similar starting 11 from what we saw against Blackburn. I did see pictures of Fabian Schär return to training, but I'm assuming it'll still be a bit too soon for him. Maybe Dummett could fill in at left back, as Manquillo could probably use a rest, I suppose. I want to see Fraser start. I want to see Almiron start. Whilst again, no, you'd rather him rested for Spurs.
100%. Get this in the comments. Would you see Fraser and Almiron start against Morecambe? I just don't want to get an injury. I'd rather you play the likes of you. I think Sean Longstaff desperately needs a good game. I think this
Murphy.
Jacob Murphy. I think Dan Barlays I could do with another 90 minutes. Again, I think I'd probably throw Andy Carroll in this game as well, just because I think he'll not start against Spurs. I think this is the sort of game where, well, you had your chance against Blackburn and you didn't really make the most of it. You need to make the chance against Morecambe, a team, let's no disrespect, in League Two. You need to take full advantage of this. And it's a big game, Sam, because Newcastle are expected to win and win comfortably against Morecambe. No disrespect to Morecambe. They've been beaten 5-0 at home to Cambridge United at the weekend. Newcastle need to just go there and put a professional job, 2-3-0 win, and then just make sure they're ready for the Spurs game, aren't they?
There's no such thing as a comfortable game for Newcastle, is there, though? Let's face it, we all know it by now. Jake Turner on loan from Newcastle there, of course. He can't play. Probably do him a favour after, as you say, 5-0 home defeat at the weekend. It is a game we should win, and win at a canter. I would agree in starting Carroll. That's probably his sort of game, whereas Brighton's just not too pacey for him, that sort of game. Could you play Joe Linton up front with him? Bruce has been favouring, a 4-4-2 lately. Maybe Joe Linton and Carroll. Give that a go. But it's a real opportunity for another cup run. Newport or Watford in the next round. It wouldn't surprise me to see Newport come through that one, to be honest, with them being at home. It's always a danger going to these lower league grounds. You're playing a League Two side. It shouldn't matter where the game's being played, whether it's at St James's, the Globe, your Sunday League pitch. It doesn't matter. This is a game, no matter what side Steve Bruce fields, should be picking up the win and not having any dramas, please God.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a game that Steve Bruce literally can't win apart from win the game, if that makes sense. He's expected to win. And he'll put out a strong enough side, even with a lot of changes. I think there'll be at least 8 or 9 changes for sure. It'll be interesting to see if DeAndre Yedlin plays this game, because obviously there's a lot of rumours that he's on the verge of leaving the football club. Newcastle haven't really publicly commented that he's going to a particular club. I know there's a couple of Turkish clubs that have been interested in DeAndre Yedlin. What do you think, Sam? Do you think if he's not on the verge of going on a flight to Turkey to finish a move, do you think he'll be thrown in at, say, left back, for example, and maybe put Kraft at right back, or maybe put him at right back and put Ritchie or Dummett at left back, potentially?
If Dummett's fit, which hopefully it is, because it's an ideal game to get your match fitness up, Yedlin at right back, if he's not on a plane, you would say so. Or there is an argument. If Dummett was fit, this is what I would do. I'd stick Dummett in at left back, and I would play Clark with Lascelles, because I think Lascelles needs a bit of a confidence booster of a game, because he's not started. Well, everyone had a horror show against Brighton, but Lascelles in particular was poor. And then I would stick Kraft right back. I think playing Clark and Lascelles together, really effective in that championship season. Kieran Clark slotted back in against Blackburn seamlessly. He was absolutely superb. Such a shame he missed the latter end of last season through injury. He's been absolutely fantastic. So that's what I would do with the back line. Yedlin is on the way out. I know he's triggered contract talks, but it's blatant the club don't want to extend his contract, which is a shame because I used to really like him, but he's not really progressed in the way we'd hoped. There was a rawness about him, real gut busting energy about him too, but he's too well, I was going to say hit and miss, but he's more miss these days, isn't he, rather than hit. He was man of the match at times last season. The Bournemouth game springs to mind, the home win. But just too often he's caught out, and his delivery from crosses is just so poor. So, look, he's had a good stint, did well for us for a couple of years. If he leaves, we wish him well.
Yeah, of course we do. And hopefully we can wish all the Newcastle players well against Morecambe on Wednesday evening. Sam, quick prediction from you?
I think it's going to be like one of them old-style England games. Remember when they played Andorra and it was just like such a lethargic but like 3-0 win? So I'm going to go for one of them where no one's really happy, but it should be relatively comfortable in the end. Please God.
I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to say Sean Longstaff gets on the score sheet, and I'm going to say Andy Carroll gets on the score sheet. Why not? Two local lads doing the job for Newcastle. I think that's what we all want to see. Newcastle progress to the fourth round of the AFL Cup, which, again, as Sam's mentioned, will be either against Newport or Watford in another week's time. And then we don't see the AFL Cup for about 3 months. COVID reasons as well, maybe. It might be more. We'll have to wait and see with that one as well. But you'll get all the reaction from the Morecambe Newcastle game on Wednesday. We'll have the score and the players, the group reaction, and the last word as well. And then, of course, it's Tottenham on Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock kick-off again. The last word, the score and the players, and the group reaction will also be on again. You get 2 lots of it. Fantastic.
It's a busy week.
A very busy week, of course. So, yeah, see if you agree with mine and Sam's opinions of this Morecambe versus Newcastle preview. And, yeah, like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV.